the knees, a real risk of injury there. And that's exactly why Darryl Campbell just got flagged for 15 yards.
4 minutes to go, third quarter. Jamal Robertson. John Banks is making his presence felt, is he not?
Certainly is, getting plenty of opportunity to play here in that linebacker rotation. Ramon Guzman, one of the Owls, at home resting this weekend. That's given Banks an opportunity to get on the roster and demonstrate that he'd like a little more playing time.
And I know, you know, you guys, I say the analysts have been calling for more Jamal Robertson. He's had nowhere to go here today.
No, he sure hasn't.
Second and 13. Reeves hangs in. PK Sam has a first down. That was a good throw. But PK Sam was wide open.
And here you're seeing the good Steven Reeves. So we've seen a little bit of good and bad from the young quarterback. You see flashes, and one of the things you have to bear in mind is this is a guy who's been here since training camp, but it wasn't until last week that he saw any game action, any live bullets, so to speak. Still getting up to speed and getting used to the guys around him.
Reeves again. Jason Carter lunges forward. Steven Reeves, take heart, young man, because you are joining a long list of quarterbacks making their first start, and this is a familiar scenario.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's not as if Steven Reeves has come in here and as a first-year Canadian Football League quarterback, not to mention, again, just his second game of the season, second time on the active roster. Steven Reeves is, under those circumstances, acquitted himself well. It's understandable why he's had some struggles.
Look out here. And off to the races and off to the end zone. Paul Waldo has a touchdown. The sprint to the end zone.
And Paul Waldo, the former University of Saskatchewan Huskies star, another one getting an opportunity to play here today as the Owls rotate their personnel. Ball's a little bit off the mark. Waldo makes a nice read, nice reaction. Nothing but green field turf in front of him.
Well, if the lights weren't turned off before, they've been switched off now. Where was Waldo? In the end zone. Had an interception last year. A minute 36 to go. Damon Duvall has now tied the all-time record for points in a season.
Great to see Paul Waldo doing well given this opportunity. You won't meet a nicer young man in the Canadian Football League. And he can give a big thanks to Anwar Stewart, number 9 for this one, left defensive end in this alignment for the Owls. He puts a little bit of pressure on Steven Reeves, perhaps forces this ball off the mark. Waldo is the outside defender to the right side of your screen. Just a little outside comeback type route from Brad Smith. Waldo sees this one a mile away. Another outstanding young Canadian special teamer. And there you see mentor and student, the veteran Davis Sanchez, congratulating his understudy, Paul Waldo, on the big play.
There he is, Damon Duvall now tied atop the list. Looks like Adrian McPherson is also going to be done for the day. What a day for him. It looks like Chris Luke is going to get some playing time. The Alouettes will call off the Dogs now.
You'd think that.
Amos Allen has running room. Damon Duvall trying to catch him. He won't. Down to the 20. Duvall was able to contain him. Amos Allen with a little spark here for the Toronto Argonauts.
Nice job by Amos Allen, the kick return team, doing a nice job of creating some big plays here today. Allen, the guy who followed in Stephen Logan's footsteps at University of South Dakota, flashes some of his skills and demonstrates his similarity to the former BC Lions star.
Duvall didn't make the tackle, but he slowed Amos Allen down enough by making him cut back. Otherwise, Allen was in the end zone. Now Reeves trying to take his team to the end zone. There's Brad Smith, and from Larry Smith's son to Larry Smith's son-in-law.
Well, and one of the keys here is just the hustle from Damon Duvall. He gets himself into a position by hurrying to get over there that it prevented Jamal Robertson from blocking him. Robertson ran up to try and block him, but he couldn't because Duvall was in front of him, and he only had his back. It would have been a penalty had he blocked him. He had to pass him up. And that was what created that sort of tackle.
Reeves. And it is at the 1-yard line. I thought Brad Smith got in for a touchdown there. They're marking him down at the 1.
They're spoiling the Smith family celebration. Brad Smith with a quick slant against Estelle. Reeves threads the needle to his receiver. Smith tried to roll it into the end zone here, but I think he was ruled down before he crossed that plane.
Argonauts are challenging here.
We'll take another look at this one.
Toronto is challenging the ruling of the play. They believe they scored a touchdown. We'll review it.
He's clearly down at the 1-yard line. You'd have to believe that the initial ruling on this one is going to stand, because as soon as he hits the field, he's down by contact because Estelle is right on him. It's an interesting challenge. It's not like you can save your challenge flags necessarily. It's not like you can stockpile them or take you with you into next season or anything. So I guess on one hand, you figure you may as well use it, but at the same time, you've got a first down at the 1-yard line. Is it really worth challenging?
Brad Smith, who only played one game back in 2007, had 23 touchdowns in university football. This would be his first touchdown.
Yes, I'll say it. A former star at Queen's University. He and Rob Begg of the Saskatchewan Roughriders were a pretty dynamic receiving duo.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Player did not score. Toronto loses their second half timeout.
Brad wanted that. He wanted that bad. Final game of the season.
It would have pulled him to within 230 points of his brother-in-law.
And again, his father, the president, former Alouette, former CFL commissioner, Larry Smith. So, shotgun from the 1. Robinson touchdown. The Argos find the end zone just before the third quarter expires.
Great job of blocking things up by the big boys up front. They're going to run to the bubble on the left side, that uncovered area between tackle and guard. Rob Murphy walls his man out. Mark DeWitt pins his man in. Jamal Robertson goes in for 6, standing up.
scoring points. Robertson scores there. 3 quarters done on the Argos season. 1 quarter to go. 36-14 now.
And the Alouettes as a 42-man whole, because everybody has contributed. Everybody who they brought on this trip has played on offense and defense in this football game.
What are the next couple of weeks like? You've been down the road before, a bye week for a team. What is it like for the Alouettes right now as they look ahead? They don't know who they're going to play yet.
Well, frankly, the bye week can be a little bit of a drag. When you're a football player, you want to play. You don't want to practice. You know, the running joke is always that you play the games for free and you get paid for practicing. But these guys really will probably take a few days off, get back to practice, and practice probably as a typical week to keep that routine that you heard Schultze and Matt and Jock talk about prior to the game, and then take a couple more days off so that the body is well rested heading into that actual game week.
The Alouettes, and we saw Chris Leak warming up. Will he now be a quarterback for the Alouettes? It looks like he's coming in. And Jamal Robertson, here's his touchdown.
And notice how Rob Murphy, the left tackle, takes a wider split than the other offensive linemen on this play. That's because the defense takes their alignment from the O-line. So he wants to widen out the defensive end, John Bowman, to create a wider lane before the ball is even snapped.
Right.
Good heads up, good awareness of the little things by a veteran Rob Murphy.
Here's Chris Lee, former NCAA champion with the Florida Gators. Nice afternoon for Adrian McPherson, proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is a very capable backup to Anthony Calvillo.
He sure is. Finishes up with an 80% completion rate, couple of touchdown passes, a couple of nice runs from McPherson. The yardage isn't huge, but you have to bear in mind that a couple of drives he started with a short field, as well as a result of turnovers. Adrian McPherson doing absolutely nothing to deter his coach's confidence in him.
League back to pass. Another completion. It doesn't matter who's quarterback today. Danny Dayrivel with the reception.
Adrian McPherson, much like his partner Anthony Calvillo, used all his receivers. McPherson completed passes in the first half to 8 different Alouette receivers, including touchdowns to Brandon Whitaker and Kerry Watkins. Pretty good for 3 quarters work for a second-year quarterback.
Adrian McPherson likely will see action in the playoffs in short yardage situations. Here's McCain again, his second catch. Hit hard again. And Adrian McPherson and now Chris Leak both distributing the football rather efficiently.
Glenn McKay moves up that board with his second catch of the day. There it is, 8 different receivers making receptions in this football game. As we said, a group effort, all 42 guys who came on this trip. I guess with the exception of the veterans given the day off, Anthony Calvillo and Brian Chu. Everybody has played.
And knocked out in front of the Montreal bench by Alfonso Hodge is Brian Bratton. Short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and looks like maybe a couple feet.
We saw the Alouettes run this play early in the game and just miss a completion when Brian Bratton was open, where he motions across the formation and heads out into the flat. This time they get the completion, but he was well covered with Alfonso Hodge there right away to knock him out of bounds.
The Alouettes probably haven't had as many new faces in their lineup since the preseason. This is a team that has had a lot of continuity throughout the season, defensively, offensively. Not many spare parts moved in and out. If they've ever moved out, it's only because of injury.
Yeah, and they've been fortunate that they haven't had to deal with a lot of injuries to their core. They have suffered injuries to a lot of their special teamers, a lot of their young Canadian guys in and out.
Adrian McPherson coming in again, so he wasn't exactly